to the third and final installment of the basic format for writing. We've discussed the introduction, we've discussed the body in terms of what goes in your blog, and now we're going to talk about the conclusion, which is your ending, your finish. All right. So some things you want to keep in mind for your conclusion, your final thoughts and opinions. Remember that this is your blog. A blog has a little bit of informality where it's okay to talk about yourself and what you're thinking very directly. I want you to include new thinking. So you've done all this research, you've looked at all this stuff. What sort of new learning, new understanding do you have as a result of digging deep into this research question? You might include a call to action, and that might be what people can do to get involved, what the public can do, what the government needs to do, what rich people need to do, what important people need to do, whatever. Some sort of action to address this problem. And you might think about what's next. What's next for you? What's next for the people involved with this problem? So let's look at our examples again. So the MEI, what's MEI conclusion? They basically did a couple things. They connected back to the audience and basically was reminding yourself, well, we've been seeing this all over. We've been seeing MEI everywhere, and by the time they've spent their efforts in this work, this is how we see it. It kind of brought the idea full circle. And then the call to action, I hope that you now understand the origin of Multi-Species Education International a little better and are motivated to contribute. So this writer is saying, well, I do want you to understand what we were talking about, but more importantly, now that you know what it is, I hope you want to contribute your time, efforts, money, donation, and that kind of puts the exclamation point on the whole purpose for writing this portion of the blog. In the technology conclusion, it's a little bit different approach. In the beginning, he talks about how he will continue to investigate this question. This is really just the introduction. Over the next few months, I'll interview both teachers and students, blah, 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 and get their opinions. And then he says what he's going to do. I'm going to post my findings on this blog as well as give my own opinions on the matter. So you get the idea that this is going to be recurring. You want to tune in next time if you're interested. And really it goes back to the research question. This is just sort of the very opening that this person's going to be doing, and they're going to be digging deep for a while. And so it all goes back to the research question. So in general, when you're organizing your thoughts, you want to look at your introduction, your body, and your conclusion. It's also really important that you are paraphrasing and infusing sort of your voice throughout. You can't just be copying note for note for note. This whole presentation is available on the class website, and you can go and actually maneuver through the Prezi if you want to revisit any of these on your own.